Hi, this is KYC News. Do you know about gold mining and gold rush shift, especially in Africa? The South African gold mining sector has been in decline for many years, as is well documented. The Sahel and West Africa's contribution to filling the gap may be less widely understood outside of professional circles. Recent statistics on mining production, exploration, and development demonstrate that the industry's attention has shifted across the African continent, moving west and north. Due to its function as a safe haven when other economic indicators, particularly the price of the US dollar, are moving negatively, the gold price has been referred to as a fear barometer by the banking organization Goldman Sachs. The yellow metal saw a 32% price increase, adding $500, during the 2020 COVID-19 crisis, reaching an all-time high of $2.70.50 in August of that year. After declining to around $1.800 following the development and distribution of the COVID-19 vaccine, it increased once again to well over $2.000 during the Russian invasion of Ukraine. The gold market is a creature of supply and demand, just like any other, despite some mystery surrounding its main forces. 330 tons of Russian gold will be off the market this year as a result of the invasion of Ukraine, out of a global total of about 3,500 tons. By forbidding all production from Russia's 6 recognized refineries, the London bullion market has contributed to Western sanctions. Even if the US Federal Reserve raises interest rates, the congested global supply chains, century-high levels of inflation in wealthy nations, as well as other concerns, COVID mutations, political risk, appear likely to support a high gold price, thereby supporting the dollar. The amount of gold produced in South Africa peaked in 1970 at 1,000 tons. China overtaken the nation as the world's most fruitful gold mining region in 2006. Only 100 tons of gold were mined in 2021, little more than the 99.2 tons in the COVID-19 affected year of 2020, and South Africa was only the 11th largest producer of gold. Ghana's long-established gold mining sector became the continent's top producer in 2019, ranking 6th globally. Due to a 3-week COVID-19 lockout, it only mined 139 tons of the yellow metal in 2020, a 7.5% decrease from the amount mined in 2019. Midway through the 1990s, more than 15% of the world's gold was mined in South Africa, while only 2.5% was produced in West Africa, primarily Ghana. These numbers had reversed by 2019. Only 3% of the world's gold was produced in South Africa, whereas 12.5% was in West Africa. South Africa does not have any of the top 10 gold mines in Africa in terms of output. The largest is in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Kibali, which produces 25 tons annually. 7 of the top 10 are either in Ghana, 3, or the Sahel, Mauritania, Mali, and Burkina Faso, 4. South Africa is currently merely one of many African countries that are engaged in gold mining, despite its extensive history and robust infrastructure. Mali, 93.8 tons, Burkina Faso, 93.4 tons, Sudan, 83.8 tons, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, 60.9 tons, Guinea, 56.9 tons, and Tanzania are its competitors in terms of output in 2021, according to the World Gold Council, 45 tons. When compared to the Sahel nations to the north, Ghana can be seen differently because it is a well-established mining jurisdiction. Ghana has developed as a jurisdiction, and benchmark organizations frequently praise its regulatory framework. Some of the major mining companies operating in the nation have taken the important step of beginning to develop underground operations, as AngloGold Ashanti did at the Obuasi mine, but many, like the 3 sizable operations in the nation owned by Gold Fields, Damang, Tarkwa, and Asanko, continue to be open-pit mines. One draw of West Africa and the Sahel is the simple accessibility of gold deposits from the surface, open pits. The Saharan gold vein, also known as the Birimian Belt, was found in 2012. It is mainly undiscovered but appears to traverse the Sahel from Mauritania in the west to Sudan in the east, passing through Mali, Burkina Faso, and Chad. It has primarily been mined by artisanal miners who, regrettably, have fallen victim to terrorism and criminal activity. Although the boundary between religious zealotry and banditry can often be blurry, jihadist groups have known to seize tiny gold mines to finance their conflict. It is obvious that the Birimian Belt requires formal exploration and consolidation more than anything. In Burkina Faso, 200 potential artisanal gold mines were discovered in a 2018 aerial survey. The majority of them are 25 kilometers or less from areas where militants have attacked. Over 100 tons of illegal gold may be produced annually by these small pit mines combined. Following a crackdown on gold smuggling out of Sudan in 2020, the amount of gold officially produced doubled within a year, making up 40% of the nation's exports in 2021. One of the reasons reputable companies like Pan African Resources, which operates gold tailings operations in South Africa, and junior miners like Canada's Orca Gold have increased operations in Sudan over the past 12 months is the country's increased formalization of its gold exports. As the COVID-19 pandemic appears to be abating, spending on exploration has increased throughout the Sahel. In fact, at the height of the pandemic in 2020, Africa experienced a 10% decline in exploration, which was a smaller setback than it was for many other areas. Only Australia and Canada had lower inflows of exploration spending, $470 million, where travel restrictions forced explorers to concentrate on nearby regions. The good news persisted into 2021. Exploratory spending on gold in Africa increased by Endeavour, 100%, Newmont, 26%, Barrick, 9%, Resolute, 55% at the time, and B2 Gold, 38%. Africa's top 10 gold mines by output are already owned by Newmont, Ghana, Barrick, and B2 Gold, Mali. Between 2009 and 2019, 50 million ounces of reserves were found in West Africa and the Sahel, dwarfing its closest competitors, Canada, 36 million ounces, and Ecuador, 24 million ounces. The region is expected to continue expanding. According to the CEO of Endeavour Mining, which has significant investments in Burkina Faso,